we're always looking for new ideas for breakfast or brunch. And this is a recipe from my latest book, Midweek Meals. So which won Cookbook of the Year, which I'm absolutely delighted. So my thanks to the team from Guild Books and everyone involved in it. And this is what I'm going to make for you here. So it's sweet potato cakes with crispy bacon, smashed avocado and a poached egg. So there's a lot of interesting flavours and textures. And you know, there's a lot of really skills in this dish. We're going to make our sweet potato cake, so we are. I've already started grating the sweet potato, and this is what we call a box grater. So this is part of my cookware collection. So I'm just going to grate this, just like you're grating cheese. That's exactly. Now there's attachments you can get to put into your food processor, which will work absolutely perfect. So just watch the fingers. Bring that over there. So roughly that's 2 kind of small sweet potatoes. I'm making a little bit less that's actually in the recipe because obviously I'm just doing 1 portion for the video. But this is something that you can make ahead. Now when you get near the end, be careful or you'll end up taking a little bit of your nail or knuckle or skin. And I don't think that'll be nice now. We're talking about texture, but that's not the kind of texture we like. So grate this and just watch it. And it's great because there's a little kind of rubber end at the bottom that will just stop it from sliding and moving. Okay, so that's our sweet potato. Into the bowl. I'm just going to get the bowl over here, which I have. We're just going to crack in an egg. So 1 egg, and we have just some plain flour and buttermilk. Now buttermilk's an unusual ingredient to use in this. So I have the flour already sieved. So just move that out of the way. Using the balloon whisk, so we're going to just mix this all together. We're going to put in a little bit of sweet chili sauce, and then we're going to combine it all together. So this is a lovely product made from an Irish company, Full On Foods, and this is the sweet chili sauce. So it is. So I'm just going to literally heat my pan. So a spoonful of this. Now you can put in, I have some fresh chili there, and if you use a little bit of fresh chili, that's going to really give a lot of heat. If you look at the little chilies that I have there, this is the bird's eye chili, and that's very, very fiery. And this little bit here, we've also a little bit of diced chili, and I thought maybe sprinkling over a little bit of fresh chili just after it's ready to be enjoyed. A little bit of fresh basil pesto. So this is a really lovely product. You've seen me using this in lots of my videos. So I'm going to put in a spoonful of that, and this is lovely, just with some literally cooked pesto or cooked pasta. Just put in some pesto, a little bit of butter. It's gorgeous, it really is. So delicious, so fresh. Now a little bit of texture in here, so I'm going to chop some spring onion, which I'll just move that out of the way so you can see. So spring onion, you have a little bit of kind of the white of the spring onion, the end. And this is actually lovely if you cook in a bit of butter and you stir this in some mashed potato. You call it a champ. It's really, really tasty. So I'm using the green and also the bottom of it. And of course, spring onion is lovely in stir fries. So that's our lovely mix there. Just give it a really nice mix. Now we're going to crumble in this beautiful barrel aged feta here. So this is the PGI logo, so protected geographical indication. So this is a Greek feta, okay, and there is Greek style fetas that can be made in Ireland, like Centola do a really, really nice one, but this is the authentic one here. So that's what the batter looks like, everyone. Kind of like a nice loose consistency. If you find it a little bit stiff, what you can do is just literally add in some more buttermilk. So buttermilk gives the most beautiful acidity. I'm just kind of taking it off the whisk, and you're going to see why in a moment. And I'm going to crumble this in here. It just makes it easier, saves a catching round. So this is our lovely feta. So lovely crumbled, really nice in a salad with some cherry tomatoes, really tasty. So just simply sprinkle that in. I've already put some salt into that. And then we have our lovely sweet potatoes. So we're going to pop these in here. Now, I'm going to mix this all through. I'm going to put oil onto the pan first. Good drizzle of rapeseed oil. And then we're going to mix this all through. So you can have this ready in the fridge. It's probably better off, if you can do it as fresh as possible, to be honest with you. You could use carrot, but I think sweet potatoes are lovely, so they are. And then you get that lovely texture. You can put in lemon zest if you want to. I think it gives a really nice flavour. So that's what it looks like. You can see the nice little pieces of the feta cheese. So I'm just going to get a spoon and we're going to spoon it on. I'll do a couple of them because I think you need 2. A nice big generous spoonful. Bring it over to the pan and then kind of spread them out. Don't be too particular. You can use a cutter if you want to. These are just very, very simple. Now if they cook too fast, we can move it on to a small, kind of like a lower ring. So this is the next one too. So that's there now. Okay, I have the gas on low, I should have said that. And just move that out of the way. They're on there. Let's just start to poach our eggs. In the water we just have white wine vinegar. And I'm literally going to put in 2 eggs. You can use 1 if you want to, you can use 2 eggs. You know me, I love eggs, absolutely love them. So the 2 eggs go in there, bring that right up to the boil. The vinegar's important with the eggs, and I'll tell you why. It kind of like holds them together. And don't put salt into the water. It actually toughens your egg, so it does. Shake the pan. So this is a really nice kind of like a good non-stick pan. Part of my cookware collection. And then this is the silicone head tools. We bought these out, you know, over the last couple of months. Because you need to be careful, like with the non-stick, you know, if you use a metal utensil, it can definitely scratch it, so it can. So I have this on nice and low. We'll flip them over in a minute. The water's coming to the boil, if you can see that, just for my eggs. So they're cooking up there nicely, and I want them nice and soft. I love the eggs when they're soft. Now, by grating the sweet potato, it's going to cook nice and fast. You could chop it, but to be honest with you, it'll take a long time to cook. What I've done with the avocado is just this is half an avocado, because obviously I'm just doing 1 portion, a little bit of lime juice, and I'm going to put some salt into it. You can put in pesto. You need to get flavour into this, so a little bit of salt and pepper and lime gives lovely freshness to it. Now I'm going to turn these now because I can smell them. So just using your kind of fish slice, just literally bring them over and flip them over like that, and you see that beautiful caramelization. They look great actually. And same for this. And I love when they kind of catch a little bit like that. So just give them a nice little kind of shake, just to stop them from sticking. Gorgeous. Eggs are on, and I'm serving it with some crispy smoked bacon, which I have in the oven already cooked. So I'm just keeping an eye on my eggs, keeping an eye on this. There's a lot of different stages into this. These can be pre-made and just warmed in the oven. Freshly poach your eggs. You don't have to serve this, of course, with bacon. But this, you see me using it in lots of my videos, is our whiskey smoked dry cured bacon. And the board be a quality mark. I love this. I love this just simply, just grilled, even with pancakes or on its own with a fried egg. It's definitely some of the best. It really is gorgeous. Now, we want to just be careful that we don't overcook these. These are not far from being done. I'm going to switch off the pan and I'm going to let them finish out. I'm just going to mix up my avocado. And then we need to get a little bit of extra feta cheese just to serve at the very end of this here. So I'm just literally a little bit of room. So this is the way it comes here. Just in a little tub. Okay, and juice some water in with it. And it's just a lovely crumbly, kind of like a salty cheese. It's a really, really excellent product. So I need to go to the oven. The eggs are switched off. We have the bacon already cooked, and it's kind of just holding the temperature, to be honest with you. 90 degrees, 100 degrees, no more than 100 degrees will keep whatever you're kind of like have cooked nice and warm without going cold. So that's just literally grilled on a griddle pan. It's as easy as that. So let's just serve this up. So you can see, I'll show you actually the next one, because then you can see the little bits of feta cheese, perfect amount, yeah. Spring onion, you can put coriander, you can put lots of different things into that. So just very carefully, just literally slide that on. And then we have our smoked bacon. So I'm just going to use 1 or 2 slices. Listen, you know me and the bacon. A couple of them. I'm going to move this out of here, because it is hot. And then what we're going to do then is our lovely kind of like smashed avocado. So just with a fork, just make sure the avocado is really nice and ripe. I'm going to literally just place that there. Just kind of push it down with the spoon. And then our eggs. So really, poached eggs, they're so nutritious. They're so delicious. And for me, it's about using really good eggs. I'm using the Simply Better corn-fed eggs for this. And you want them, that they're just really nice and soft. So I think for this recipe, because it's quite a big dish, this, I think maybe 1, 2 eggs, whatever you want to, I think 1 egg should be really good. So just literally kind of put that on top. A little bit of the feta cheese, kind of crumble that over. Okay. And then I did mention the fresh chili, I nearly forgot it. So a little touch of that. This is optional. You don't have to serve this. Whoops, it isn't. Dot went. You'll get one bite of that and it'll be a huge explosion. Some rapeseed oil or some olive oil. You can use some extra virgin olive oil in this. Just a nice drizzle just over this here. And then a little bit of black pepper, a touch of salt. So remember, actually you need to be careful with the salt because of the smoked bacon, but I always put a little bit of salt on the poached egg. Then a little bit of black pepper. And then for lovely freshness, I love this fresh basil. So we're just going to put a few little sprigs around here. These plants are great. And just literally kind of sprinkle them around. So it's very, very simple. I think for me, the star of this show is that really good bacon, the eggs, but those sweet potato cakes, which are gorgeous and can be made ahead. And how nice and pretty does that look? You know, 2 of those cakes, 1, 2 eggs, whichever you want, a little bit of bacon, and you don't have to serve the bacon, and the avocado gives a lovely kind of creaminess to it. So that's it. That's my very, very simple recipe. That's my sweet potato and feta cheese cakes with the poached eggs, crispy bacon, and smashed avocado. Thank you.